Okay, first off, a disclaimer. Anything you do is on you, not on me. This is just for information only. If you choose to do it, some things you need to be aware of, and that's all I'm pointing out today. This is a new Frontier S-9 low receiver that accepts CZ mags, factory CZ mag, or Magpul compatible CZ mag. And the question is you know, what do you need to do if you don't want to buy the upper receiver that is compatible with the S-9 or the C-5 from New Frontier? Well, you can take a standard AR15 upper receiver, and you'll need to do a little bit of a modification inside the opening here for the magwell, because the mag is slightly larger than a standard upper receiver on an AR. So what you need to do is to insert a mag CZ, and what you would need to be able to is just trying to see where the mag lines up to where you need to make some modification to your upper. So let's see if I can get this thing lined up. So in this instance, you want to go ahead and get a marker or mark off the magazine, the front of the magazine and the rear of the magazine. You're gonna need to mark on both sides, kind of give you a reference point to where you need to remove some material from the upper. Okay, so once you mark that off, approximately right here and right here, you would go ahead and use your Dremel tool to be able to take the material off from the marking on both sides. Basically remove material so that your mag can fit in there, okay, because it's slightly larger. This portion right here, slightly larger. So you want to make sure you do that, and take it slowly. Remove is a little bit at a time, and continue to test fit. Make sure that it, you know, as you slide the upper into it, that eventually you're able to close the upper and have no interference issue. The one thing you need to be aware of is on the New Frontier, the ejector bolt here for the ejector, and the base of that ejector is going to protrude out a little bit further. So you want to go ahead and take a little bit more material there. Don't try to force it in there. Just take it slowly. If you close the upper to the lower and you meet resistance, mark that area, and then go back and with the Dremel and continue to work on that area until you clear. You don't necessarily need to have it to where, you know, it's a lot of material, because you can go too far. As you can see, the material here is quite thin. So just make sure that if you don't go too far, or otherwise you're gonna go past the outside, and then now you got a I mean, function probably it's okay. It's just aesthetic is gonna see that there's a defect or you know, an area that you've gone too far. But other than that, for the receiver to just be able to mesh up and not have a resistance, I would go ahead and let me put the bolt back, charging handle and bolt. But mainly is just making sure that this area right here clears into the upper receiver. Another quick tip on that is if you look through the magwell, and as you are taking the material off, you can see the upper receiver in here where there's still, see if I can get it focused, but you can see when there's a little bit more material in here,
you can see the ledge showing, like for example on this part right here, you can see a little bit of it still, but it's not enough to clear. So that's what you're going to aim for, is to be able to get enough of that material so that it'll clear the mags, or the mag when you insert it into the receiver. So that's something to look at as you are working on modifying that upper.
And that would be right about right here. Okay, and you're not going to go past the area where the bolt rides. So just work on that area right there. It's okay to go a little bit further, but not necessary, because you know, the feed lip on the mag will be right on the edge or the bottom part of that bolt. Anyway, if you know, as far as if this is going to work for you, it all depends on how you know, how proficient you are with the Dremel, and so I can't guarantee that this is going to work for everybody. So you know, it's just do it at your own risk. Otherwise, spend the money and buy the complete upper from New Frontier, and they should work without issue. Anyway, leave me a comment if you have any questions. Thanks.